Does anyone here speak Cherokee? Good, then my accent will sound wonderful. Cherokee lessons. I learned the word for bullfrog, kanuna. I remember when we ate frog legs. Kanuna, getsanutna, white meat tender in batter. Kanuna, aguaduli. Godana, crawdads, creep edges of river shallows, skittering deeper as I reach. Godana, anai. Opossums are smiling pigs under the porch. Sequa uchajesti. Fairy tales omit these snouted beasts, yet here they lumber through the yard, startling the dogs, teeth protruding. Sali, persimmons grow nearby. I learn how Sequa uchajesti climb their branches to feast. Hunters shake them to the ground and kick them. I watch saloli, squirrels, saloli anai. They chatter and quarrel all day. My mother hates the mulberry tree, guwa, because grackles gorge and drop purple smears on laundry. I eat a seeded sweetness and know the summer cosmos has words. Want to try a couple new poems and then end with my nice wine poem? Because I know you don't want to be sad. Sometimes I read about my family and then I worry that everybody's going to need therapy. But this one is Pocahontas. I've been thinking about Pocahontas lately. Pocahontas, a portrait. The oval face, the high color around it, the eyes turned aside, the favored child. The cartwheeler, the envoy between camps, the student of Smith's English, the portrait on the blue commemorative postal stamp, the wife of Kokum, the daughter of Powhatan, the kidnapped victim of Argyle, the forced bride, the niece of Opachiska, who attended the wedding, the lady in wooden rooms, the wife of Rolfe, the converted Christian, the mother of Thomas, the tobacco cultivator, the London celebrity, the engraving by a Dutchman Van de Pas, the oil painting copied for the Rolfes, the dying mother who says everyone must die, the statue in Gravesend, the parchment record, Rebecca Roth, wife of Thomas Roth Gent, the woman, Matoaka, the high-lace collar, the oval face, the narrow eyes turned aside. And after the genocide, set in, if you grew up west of Topeka, the winters can be pretty fierce. And this weather kind of made me think of this. And also our family history and the culture that goes on in the winters there. After the genocide, we found ourselves on a bare plain with neighbors like us shocked silent. No one asked about the scars. At last a man told a story about a riverside massacre. When it was over, 2 toddlers cowered under a cook pot. The last soldier did not run them through, but instead took them to his wife and moved west where no one would know them. The younger orphan was his mother. Cold winter nights we sit in taverns and numb our thoughts. We tell stories about horse races and storms, or we sit silent. The pure north wind drones an old song. Anyone left in the spring is a friend, but sun and rain stream from another God's heaven. The children do not ask about old rivers. We tell them nothing about Jackson's soldiers, or Noddenhooten, Ohio, or Horseshoe Bend, Alabama, or Washita, or Wounded Knee, or why they dream of old women and turtles. We tell them to be quiet. Don't ask for much. And so these few stories about my grandfather remain, how he was trouble for the school teacher. If the weather was nice, he would walk in the front door and keep walking to the back and be gone. He lived on the farm, but his brother took it. He opened a car repair garage, but was too soft-hearted to collect. He worked in the railroad yards until hit hard and disabled. He raised rabbits and guinea hens for the county fair. The family ate the meat. He rambled away from home for months at a time. He always returned. He taught me to play casino and how to taunt. Cut 'em thin, bound to win. Well, Reds. My son is a winemaker in Northern California, so I found myself forced to research wine. And so this is my lesson of how to learn reds. Merlot, so easy to sip with friends on a eucalyptus hillside no one can see from the road. Malbec, a flamenco dancer's boot taps staccato on the floorboards a continent away. I follow their beat. Cabernet Sauvignon. On a Parisian street corner, the chef leans on brick and smokes. He inhales muddy river mist. Shiraz. My mother's perfumes bottles reek of crystalline jasmine. Sun bounces through their facets. Zinfandel. Stewed raisins spill through a layered late sky. Carols arise across the street. Chianti. A fire truck alarms the neighborhood. After images will stain the breeze all next week. Pinot Noir. Bedrock stains, rain and roots, volcanoes dissolve, old seas melt, the last pool is a liquid mirror. Sangiovese. Better than the taste of honey is this ancient wound. Old gods bleed beneath the vineyard. Thank you.
I just want to say that Rachel Black and her group are going to be playing music upstairs. Rachel writes her own music. They're from the East Coast. I don't know if any of you know Elizabeth Black.
Very good.
Okay, so I just want to thank them and thank all of you. And
there are books for sale. The publisher does not give us these books. We get a slight discount.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's light.
So, we were happy to help our publisher.
Yes. Anyway, we're not very good at this.
No, we aren't.